Hey, it's Mark with Noble Notary again, and today we're going to do a deep dive on closing disclosures, which is arguably the most important document in the stack. Now, real quick, if you are a realtor, lender, title company, and you need a notary pretty much anywhere, our agency can help you out with that. We can actually get notaries that are familiar with such documents. Now, for my notaries, the reason why I say this is most important, the truth is for the lender and for the title company, they're all important. They all need signatures. They all need to be signed right. They need to be signed as they appear. But for the customer that you're going to be going to, this is probably the most important thing to them. And so you're going to want to lead with this first. It may be somewhere in the middle of the stack or something. And to be respectful of the customer's time and your time, you're going to want to show them this first to make sure that these numbers are what they are. So I'm going to kind of go through a walk through this, explain some of the things that you really want to be paying attention to on this, as you would for your customer when you are doing a real estate closing. So let's go. Okay, so here we are, closing disclosure. Also, I should mention that if you are a realtor or you are a seller of a property and you would like a recommendation for a title company, I would be glad to do that. I'd be glad to recommend. I could probably name 10 right off the top of my head that are stellar title companies. Actually, when you think about it, most realtors, maybe they close a few a month or even a few a week, but we are doing dozens in a day and then overseeing dozens on top of that potentially. So we have a lot of experience with dealing with title companies. And to tell you the truth, more often than not, I would say 9 times out of 10, if there is some kind of a botched closing or there's customer dissatisfaction, it usually comes from real estate attorneys, not title companies. So it's just my experience with it. It is what it is. It seems like overall real estate attorneys don't seem to have that finesse with the customers. And if you're a real estate agent, you're bringing them this customer, they can be making you look bad. So I would go with a title company that has great customer service, just food for thought. Okay, so closing disclosure. This is generic. This isn't a real person. But it's going to tell us important information, like the date it was issued, the disbursement date, which is the payout, who the title company is, okay, the property, the price. Over here, we're going to see the loan. We're going to see if it's a fixed loan, the term length of it, what type of loan it is, and then, of course, whom this transaction is related to. You come down here in the big letters here, these are the big numbers. These are the important ones. So if there's a deal breaker, it's probably going to be right on this page. Of course, it will go into an itemized breakdown, but we can see there's the loan amount, interest rate, and then if there is PMI, and then PMI dropping off. And if there's escrows, it would say in escrow, yes and yes. What's in escrow? Property taxes and homeowners insurance, no HOA. So see, it's given a very good snapshot. Cash to close. Now, cash to close could be going to the title company out of this deal, or it could be going to the borrower. So, but it'll say in here which one is which. As you pan through these pages, it's just going to have a breakdown of the loan, any loan origination fees, and then you're going to have things pertaining to that, which would be appraisals, credit reports, a flood screening. This is all pretty typical stuff. And if you come down here, you're going to start seeing what the title company does. The title company issues title insurance. They may do a municipal lien search. Document fees may be in here. There may be even mobile notary fees that are attached in here, depending how the title company operates. If they're paying out of escrow, it's going to be in here somewhere. So, and then you're going to come down here, and this is all pertaining to, this part here is going to be pertaining to the government, like the county clerk is going to charge recording fees or a documentary tax that they call it. And then prepaids are basically going to be insurance taxes, which will be held in escrow. And there's a detailed escrow breakdown that'll be part of a loan package, but everything is on the closing disclosure. As we go through this to the next page, you're going to have any other payoffs that there may be that are going to be part of this transaction. And then if we go to the back page, there are going to be the life of the loan, what you would expect for for the total cost of payments, basically the whole loan wrapped in. And then down here, you're going to want to pay attention at the bottom of the page. You're going to want to pay special attention to who are the parties involved. Okay, so a lender, a mortgage broker if they got a loan through a broker, the real estate agents. Usually there's a buyer and a seller. And of course, their commissions will be on this form as well. And then, of course, the title company and phone numbers for everybody. So if you pulled this document out and there was a hiccup with, say, the loan amounts, the appropriate person for them to call would be the lender to see if the lender made a boo-boo or explain what happened. If there is a problem with the anything else on there, they would probably call the title company and find out what was this charge for. Or it was a mistake, like say they were withholding money to pay off a power bill or something. We will not call them and clarify it with them. And of course, if there's two of them, they're both going to sign. If it's one of them, they're going to sign. Best practice is to sign their name as they see it. Usually they'll have their name printed down here and they should sign it as it appears. So unless of course their signature looks nice and scribbly and you can't tell what it is, then they can just do that. So that is a closing disclosure in a nutshell. Hope you found that useful. Like, subscribe, share. We'll see you on the next one.